if we just assume that there's no interest rate for the moment, right? Every dollar that I don't consume in the current period is available in the future period. And the easiest case to think about is if I consume nothing in the current period, all of that money will be available in the future period, right?
Yeah.
And so what I know from that is that must be a straight line, and it must have a slope of -1, right? And then I can do the same. And then I can do the same for the after-tax line, right? So without any return on investment and without taxes, I'll get those two parallel lines that look like that. But I create them from the intercepts with the axes,
So
if that makes sense.
this point also like t-1 mu, right? Here.
Yeah. So that'll also be 1
Oh,
minus t multiplied by w.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, one more thing. If I put some equation in equation 2a as well, like
Good.
TL equal to 1 minus TL W.
Yep. That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, one more thing. Like about the GST tab and VAT tab. The board is just the same, right?
Sorry. The
GST
yes.
and VAT, because one is like good and service tab and one is like value add tab on the good.
Yeah. So you're asking about them being the same as a labor income tax,
Yeah.
right? So it's.
Oh no. I mean this
No?
two is like a consumption. No.
Yeah. They're
Consum-
both direct taxes on consumption.
Because like I found in like in the 2 weeks before I took this question, I found that like
Yeah.
the board is like it's based on consumption. Consumption. No. Wait. Capital income, right? No. Consumption tax. Consumption.
Yeah. So just treat VAT and GST as equivalent. Right, so there's no different for our purposes. There's no difference between them, right? So they're equivalent, and they're both consumption taxes.
But it's not capital gain tax, right? Because capital gain tax like apply on assets.
Yeah, correct. Well, so the reason that there's a link between them is that you only pay tax if you live in a country that doesn't have income tax but does have GST, then you only pay the tax if you consume.
Yeah, but you
don't
have to pay it directly, right? Because like the business will pay it for you because.
Right. So I'm with you. So there are two things to think about. The one is, sorry, I'm just having trouble with my pen. The one is about who pays the tax. Sorry, I appear to have disassembled my pen by accident. So I'm just going to clean the board quickly, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Right. So the distinction is between if you pay GST. Sorry, now my pen appears to have stopped working completely. That's probably why. Let's see if that's better. So the retailer remits the VAT or GST to the government. right? So the retailer is responsible for handing the cash to the government, which is in the technical language of tax is called remitting, right? The economic burden of the tax is a separate issue. Right? And the easiest example to think about this is, I'm going to have to just give me a sec to try and make sure I get this the right way around. But if I give you a good, let's say there's my price, there's my quantity, and we have an upwards, a vertical demand curve and an upward sloping supply curve. If the government imposes a tax on this industry, right, so that the supply curve has to shift upwards by the amount of the tax, right, so that increases, and that is by the amount of the tax, the consumers are still going to purchase exactly the same quantity that they did before, and so the full amount of the tax gets passed on to consumers as an increase in price.
Yes.
And so in this case, the retailer is physically handing the money to the government, but the economic burden of the tax is falling completely on the consumer.
Yeah.
Right. So just be clear on the difference between being responsible for remitting the money to the government and the economic burden of the tax. That those are two separate things. And I should add, you should find the details of that in Variance textbook. So if you did Econ 601 with Pierre, you should be able to find the details of that quite easily.
Yeah, on the question to be right. If I don't know if it's all right, but I say that so affect the current consumption C1 and future consumption C2, and saving from both tax are equivalent because both tax reduce lifetime wage consumption, ability to consumption in the present time for, and the ability to consume in the future time for as well.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. If I followed you exactly, that sounds okay.
Yeah. The main point is that like the both tax right is like reduce the ability to consume.
Right. Yes. So that's exactly what we care about. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For the question. Oh. Oh wait. Wait, can you delete this whiteboard?
Oh yeah. Yep. Sorry. There you go.
Yeah.
Go for it.
For the 2A, right? Because like my graph is something like this. 1 log t multiplied by 1 minus 3 multiplied by w. Here's my graph look like for this one, right? Oh no. I mean like.
Yep, that's for part A. Yeah.
It actually it's like W. It did look correct for you.
Yep, that looks correct.
Okay.
For 2 part A, that looks like the correct answer.
Oh yeah, from yesterday I have spent uh my time like doing like question 3 and 4. Can you have a look? I will
I'm just
say
send me an email. I'm just typing something very quickly. Somebody's
okay.
just asked me something else. But if you email now, it'll get to me in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just said
Have you
it's
pushed?
all.
You've sent? Cool.
Yeah.
It'll be here in a sec. Right, there we go. Sorry, I'm just reading. Give me a minute. Sorry. Say again. That looks perfectly reasonable.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's better than the last one. Oh,
Yeah, it's better than the last one, and it's perfectly reasonable as an answer.
okay. Yeah, I just like put as something, and also like the referring to the past too. I put some equation and also like
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it looks a bit tidied up, which is great.
Okay. Okay.
Right, you good otherwise? You're going to be ready to submit?
Yeah. Can you have a look at like my question 4 as well?
Sure. Have you emailed it to me?
Uh, Go into. Give me a second.
Cool.
Oh, the Outlook is updating. Uh,
Okay.
give me a second.
Sure, no trouble.
Okay, done. Just send it over to you.
Good, thank you. I'll open it as soon as it gets here. There we go. Yep, Nino, that's perfectly reasonable.
Okay. Okay. So question 3 and question 4, I'm on the right track, right?
Yep, you're doing absolutely fine on those two.
Okay.
Yeah, good work. I know it's taken a bit of effort to get here, but that's much, in both cases, much better than the first ones you sent to me.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, for the question. Oh, no. Question 2, right? For the both 2A and 2C one. Should I also like wait, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Should I also label that this one equal to saving, right? And this one.
Which one? What am I looking at?
The,
Yep. Yeah. I'm with you.
T L W 1 minus T L W, and this one equal to consumption period. So saving. So if I like draw like this one label saving here, is it alright, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, so I don't have any more question for today now. I think
Cool.
I need to do like reference and then I
Yep.
check citation and then I will submit it tonight.
Good. Excellent. Well done on getting it done, Nino.
But for this, for the 2A, like I just want to make sure this one and this one is alright, right?
Yeah, I think you've got it right. I haven't done the answer guide myself. No, for 2A, that's absolutely correct. For the later parts, I think this one, hang on, let me get the pen, sorry. I think this one is correct, but I haven't double checked it myself. So you're just going to have to double check and trust that you've got the right answer.
Okay. The thing is like it W like W doesn't change, right? Because some wait, give me a second.
Cool.
In the question 2C, right? Because like it's consumer
Yeah.
change from point B um point A to point B, right? Equilibrium one. But for W, it doesn't change because like it's still the same level as the initial lifetime value because the tax on capital doesn't collect on labor income but collect on return on capital.
Correct. Yeah. So what I can tell you is correct is that when you add a tax on capital, the slope of the budget constraint changes.
Yeah.
So that's correct.
Okay, I see. Um. So thank you for today.
Cool.
I,
Thanks, Nino. And I'm sorry I missed you earlier.
it's okay. I, I still have like one more assignment to do. Okay.
Good. Thanks, Nino. Have a good evening.
You too.
Good afternoon. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Never gonna get